Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? I am Jeffgrantmedia. In today's unboxing and first impressions video, we have an empty bag. No, we have my GORUCK Rucker 3.0 that I had it shipped to work, so I was super excited, and I cracked it open on my lunch break and gave it a quick once over because I couldn't wait to get home. So yesterday when the bag arrived, I did a once over. So let's roll that unboxing footage right now. So here it is. Here is my pack. This is the GORUCK Rucker 3.0 20-liter bag. Now, this is my very first GORUCK pack ever. I've never owned a GORUCK bag before. I do have some experience with the style of pack. I have my personal unicorn, my grail, which is my BO Gear Spare Camel. They do cosmetically resemble each other, but I can already tell this is a 30-liter pack. This is a 20-liter pack, and I can tell the 20-liter pack just alone is definitely heavier than my 30-liter pack. And there's actually, I mean, you can see there's some carabiners on here and stuff, and there's a few things inside this bag, and I think this empty 3.0 20-liter Rucker is still a little bit heavier than my BO Gear. But kind of just really wanted an excuse to pull my BO Gear bag out of the closet. I absolutely love this pack. This is probably my favorite bag, and it hasn't gotten a lot of love lately because I've had a lot of stuff coming through to review. So there's my buddy. But my very first GORUCK pack. Now I went with the Rucker 3.0 because I actually plan on working out with it. So I got a 20-pound ruck plate. I didn't want to go crazy because this is my first GORUCK and my first rucking experience besides like hiking with a whole bunch of water on my back. But this actually came via FedEx. The back came UPS and the plate came the day before. So I actually had the plate, which is why you didn't see it on the unboxing. I didn't expect it. I just got a package and it was like, this is really heavy. So I cracked it open and it was the ruck plate. So I did toss around the idea of EDCing this pack, but I got a bunch of stuff ahead of it and I really, really want to start using it to ruck with. So I decided I'm just gonna ruck with this pack, at least for now. If it doesn't get too destroyed, maybe a little bit later on, I'll clean it up, maybe EDC it a little bit, but I'm gonna ruck with this and I'm gonna start tomorrow morning, which is why I decided to not EDC this pack at all. So again, this is the Rucker 20-liter bag. The main body of the bag is a 1000D Cordura, and the back panel and underside of the shoulder straps are a 210D HT Cordura. And again, the bag's got some weight to it, so that's actually kind of nice because it's meant to do weighted exercises with. Now, one thing I'm noticing right off the bat that I did not expect is that these actually, all four of the handles, because there's four, top, bottom, and each side, are actually, there's a little bit of padding in there. You could tell they are a little thick, and it does feel like there's a little bit of foam in there. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just going to be the actual webbing just folded over and sewn, but it does make sense that there's going to be a little bit of foam in there because you're doing weighted exercises with these. You're using this as a kettlebell, so if it was just straight up nylon with no foam, yeah, and if you feel the edges, you can feel what the foam is. So there's just the nylon, the webbing folded over. So there's definitely some foam in there. So if there wasn't anything in there, it would probably just dig into your hands, especially when you're swinging this bag around, which, not that it would be uncomfortable, but it would probably actually just dig into your fingers. So that's probably why they went with a little bit of foam in there. I didn't expect it. I thought it was just going to be webbing. So that's actually quite nice that there's some foam in there. Now, I did test out all the zippers and everything. Everything works really well. The main clamshell zippers, they get a little slow and stuck down here at the bottom, right on the bend here, but they're beefy zippers, so, and the bag's brand new and pretty rigid, so the bag doesn't kind of bend too much. So that's kind of why I'm getting hung up on just in the bottom corners. It's not really, it's by no means anything that's going to interfere with the workings of the bag. In the back of the bag, which is supposed to be this like 210D, is it feels really, really nice. You're supposed to be able to wear this shirtless. Still got some COVID belly going on, so I ain't gonna be wearing this thing shirtless anytime soon. But it's supposed to be not so abrasive on your skin, so you could wear this shirtless and not tear your back up. And we also have, if we can see it somehow, it's really hard to see black, but there's a little bit of there's this lower lumbar padding, which was added to the 3.0 as well as the frame sheet. I guess on the 2.0, the frame sheet didn't come around fully to the sides, or at least at the bottom or something. That the frame sheet inside is different. It's bigger than the 2.0. So the frame sheet, the 210D, and this lumbar padding, I believe, are the improvements over the 2.0 version of the Rucker. So the straps, they're nice and thick, lots of padding in there. That's gonna feel good, especially when you put a lot of weight inside the pack. Now, you did see in the unboxing, they sent me a secondary sternum strap. So I'm probably going to replace the red one that came on it with the black one. I mean, the bag is predominantly black, but I feel like the black sternum strap is just gonna break up the webbing a little bit better. I don't know, I like in my mind, I'm liking the way I'm picturing it working with the black webbing. They're the same exact strap, they're just one's red and one's black. So I'm gonna pull the red one off, put the black one on. Once I put the weight in and adjust it, I wanna make sure I'm going to keep the strap in the same loop, because it does have all of the different loops for adjustment. So you can lock the sternum strap in there. It might slide a little bit, but because it's sewn, it's not going to go way up or way down. And that's great, because that's going to keep it from like choking you out. So I will swap this out once I get it all dialed in and figured out. Now, one thing I noticed on the inside of the bag, which is just kind of interesting, was that the top zipper pull, I think they do this on all the bags, is looks like a coyote, and all the rest of them are a red. So the one pull, I think GORUCK does this on all the bags, all of their GR bags and stuff. I think that one of them is always a different color, which is, I don't know, it's interesting. I guess it's gonna help signify what's in the pouch. I don't know, the zipper, I mean, this one's non-mesh, this one's mesh, so I don't know if it actually means anything, but it's something. And I took the GORUCK patch off the outside, stuck it on the inside of the bag, because there is a patch I have that I'm gonna stick on the outside. So I wanted to keep it on the bag, but I figured I'm gonna utilize that internal hook and loop that they gave me. So we're gonna continue on with the first impressions. So we have two pouches. We have the top zipper pocket, and the bottom pocket. They both feel very good. Now, this mesh has a little bit of stretch to it, not a lot, but it feels like there's enough stretch or enough mesh there that if I load this up, I can still get into it and pull stuff out. So I can definitely gonna still be able to get anything out of there I want. The top definitely feels more rigid because it's a solid piece. I don't feel like there's as much give in here. So if I ever do a rucking event, I probably will keep like my ID and cash and stuff in this top pocket, just small flat things that I want to make sure secured inside the bag, that I'm not going to lose them, but nothing that I need to quickly gain access to. Maybe some snacks, maybe I'll throw the snacks in there or the outside of the bag. Don't know, I'm not there yet, so I don't want to get ahead of myself and say this is how I'm going to organize the pack for a GORUCK event when I've never even taken this out for a ruck exercise yet. But so far I'm digging the front panel pocket system. It's they're both large, so it pretty much takes up the entire front panel, so you can get a lot in here, so you can pack anything that you're going to need for an event in here. Or if I'm working out, I can get water, I can get snacks in here. There's plenty of room for all of that. Now, another thing that I'm noticing on the back is that it does come with a D-ring to hang your water bladder off. This little ring is actually, it's metal, which is great because if they put a plastic clip in here, I'm sure over time with these weights bouncing around inside, that plastic D-ring would just break. So having a metal D-ring in there, don't want to drop this on the table, is actually kind of nice because then it's not going to break. It's going to last over time. Now internally we have our, I guess this would be your laptop sleeve if you were going to EDC this. There is some elastic on each side, so it's pleated with the elastic, so it will expand out so you can get your laptop in there and kind of suck it back in to secure it. And then here is our weight panel pocket. This is where we take our 20-pound weight and secure it in there, and that fits perfectly. I mean, it's made, this is the 20-pound Rucker weight. It's made for this pack, so of course the pocket and pack are going to fit perfectly. Now the weight itself comes to right about here, which, right about here. So we have, it's really hard to see black and black, but we have maybe, there's it. So from about there to the tip of my finger. So we have maybe 4 inches from the bottom of the pack. So it's suspended up in the bag. So that's probably gonna fit nicely like right in here on my back, like in the middle of my back, so it's not gonna be bouncing off the small of my back. But we do have the padded lumbar to help the support. So it feels like it actually sits, yeah, like right, the plate stops right at the top of the padded lumbar. So it looks like the top of this lumbar is where the plate will rest. And I can actually feel the frame sheet all the way down at the bottom. So even with the weight in there, yeah, the weight's not gonna be bouncing in your back because you do have your back padding in addition to your padded lumbar. So I feel like I'm gonna be nice and secure from being beaten up by this weight. So that's what I'm talking about. It's so new and it's got the bend. I can't get the zippers around the bend. So now I have weight in the pack. The handles feel pretty good. Spin it each way. The handles feel very nice, even with weight in the back. So I'm very, very happy about this. And I'll say one thing, if you've seen any of my other videos, I always talk about how I hate grommets at the bottom of my bag, but for this pack, there's GORUCK exercises where you get wet, so you need the drainage. So this is actually one pack where I'm happy and grateful that they have the drain plugs at the bottom. I believe in earlier versions, they don't put those there, so people are spending like, I think 30 to 60 bucks to have grommets installed into these bags because you need the drainage, otherwise you go in the water, this thing's gonna fill up, and then you have whatever the overall weight of your pack is, plus, God, water is not light, so you figure however much water seeped in, it's gonna come out through the cordura, but it's not gonna come out nearly as quick as it will with these drain holes. Now, why would people EDC this pack? Because the Rucker comes in at about $185 USD, where a brand new GR1 comes in at about $325 USD. So this is just a hair more than half the price. And that's for the 20 liter. I think the 25 liter version is, I think it's $215. So it's like $30 more. So they come in very similar size. The Rucker is available in 20 and 25 liters. The GR1 is available in 21 and 26 liters. So they're very similar in the size of the bag, but the GR1s don't have all of your handles. They'll have a top handle, but there's not sides and bottom handles. Now you can 100% ruck in those packs. I mean, I wasn't gonna drop $325 on a bag that I know I'm going to get completely covered in sweat and dirt and mud. So the Rucker 3.0 was a perfect fit for me. So overall, my first impression of this bag is like, this is overbuilt. This is, I mean, they're built for abuse, so this is definitely built for abuse and then some. So I'm very, very happy with the purchase. And again, I mean, you're paying that premium price for a bag that you're going to be throwing around because you're also getting that lifetime scars warranty. So if this bag fails me, I'm gonna send it back to GORUCK and they're gonna fix it. If they can't fix it, they're gonna replace it. But I don't see much on this bag that couldn't be fixed, rather than like if a handle tore off it and it just took the whole side panel, it would probably be cheaper for them to just send me a new Rucker than to deconstruct it and put the bag back together. I mean, that would probably be more man hours. But everything feels awesome. The webbing on this is great. I believe if I wanted to, I can buy a hip belt and attach it to the side webbing. So I'm pretty sure if I wanted to get a hip belt later on, I can do that. You can also buy sandbags, so I can get like a 30-pound weight for this that'll fit in here, or I can buy sandbags that are weighted sandbags and put those in here, so I can still get a higher weight out of this pack without getting the 25 liter that will fit the 45-pound plate. So there are plenty of options for this bag. I think if I got like 45 pounds or more, I might end up letting this one go and getting a 25 liter version, because I'm not a hip belt guy, but if I have that much weight in the bag, I'm probably going to want a hip belt. But so far, right now, I think a 20 liter and a 20-pound weight is going to be fine for me. I'll throw some water in here tomorrow, and I plan on doing a 1 mile ruck, whole bunch of working out, and a 1 mile ruck back home. Should take me about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to do the routine that I'm going to plan for tomorrow morning, and do a full review after I've gotten a couple exercises in on this bag. Now, I'm not going to stop running. I'm still going to keep running, but I'm going to add this in as an additional, like, to change up my workouts. I don't want to just, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored just running all the time. So I needed something different, and I wanted to change it up a little bit. I wanted to do CrossFit, but I don't have the time because they're never open when I'm awake. The CrossFit places aren't open at 4:30 in the morning, but my own personal CrossFit gym, it's going to be open all the time. So we're going to go ahead and test this out, and eventually we'll do a full review on the GORUCK Rucker 3.0 after I've hopefully not hurt myself with it. So if you like this video and any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.